Micky, another difficult afternoon for you.
On the back of a 3-0 home defeat by Ashford United. Hard to talk about it immediately after the kick-off, but your impressions of the afternoon?
Just too much quality for us. You know, too good. Disappointing from my point of view because we've worked on it on Wednesday. We know where their danger men are, and I thought we started the game really well. Started bright, got into the game, and caused them a few problems, and it was an even game. And then we switched off, and the two people that we've said are the danger men, we've allowed them to do what they do, and that's caused us the problem. And then you're 2-0 down, and then you're in trouble. And then we rally, and then I thought we got ourselves back in it. And then half time we changed it a bit, and the boys come out, and that was good. Well, it wasn't too bad, but too much quality for us all over the park. Substitutions they made, you know, it's just too much quality, too many good players, and that's where we are at the moment. And it's difficult, but it is what it is, and there's no point in bleating about it. We've got to carry on, and we're in a tough time at the moment, and we've got to turn it round as a group and see what we can do.
3 corners in the first 2 minutes, as you say, a promising start, but then undone twice in 3 minutes, down both flanks.
Yeah, exactly, and we knew how to stop it. And listen, you know what? You just sometimes you can look at their quality, or you can look at us not doing our job, and it's a bit of both because they've got some very good players. But unfortunately, we've switched off for 2 of them, and they've scored 2 good goals, and they deserved them. And then we've got to pick ourselves up, and that's disappointing when you've worked on it. If you hadn't pointed out those situations and how they do it and how they play, then you know you can become culpable. But at the end of the day, the boys knew every single bit of information, and that's the disappointing thing. I don't look at the 3rd goal at the end because the game's done, but even that we can clear the ball, and we don't. But the worrying thing for me, have we created enough? No. And that's the bit. We've coped with them second half, and we've dealt with it. But have we created enough going forward? No, we've huffed and puffed. And that's the worrying thing. And that's the quality that we need to bring in to try and turn that tide. You know, it's a long season and we've got a long way to go. But we need to stop the rut. And it's ongoing at the moment, and it's tough. And we have to go again Wednesday against a good side to try and get something out of it.
What were you looking more from today? You know, after all the preparation, what were you looking for your players to do more of?
Just stay in the game longer. You know, at times we're just too weak with it, and that's what's happened. And it just seems at the moment we concede a goal, we might concede a second, and that's what's happening at the moment. Just, you know what, we need to stick to the game plan, and unfortunately we're keen, and the first goal we're a bit too keen to go and get a ball, and then it's gone round us, and then that's caused us another problem. And if we'd have stuck to our guns and how we wanted to play and stayed in them positions, it may not have happened. But you know what, as a group, you know what, we've always said it, you know what, as a whole unit, we win together, we lose together, and at the moment we're doing more of the latter. That has to be put right. We're working our socks off, you know. We sign a player on Thursday that's coming in for a month on loan. He goes down with COVID on Friday morning. What can you do? That's life at the moment. It's tough. You know what? As a club, we haven't got that revenue to actually go out and be able to entice them players. That's just how it is this season. So we've got to work within our means, and we've got to try and turn this round. And them boys know that if they stick to the game plan and they give it a good go, we actually can be in more games than we are at the moment. And it's not a quick fix. And I understand it, and they understand it, and they're disappointed. They're not sitting in there happy with the fact they've lost again and not scored at home. They're really disappointed. So we've got to pick ourselves up. There's no point in feeling sorry for yourself. And as I say, it's a long old season, and it's one of those where we're not used to it really. We've got to dig in a little bit now, and we've got to show a bit of character, and we've got to come out and have a proper go.
And no shortage of spirit out there. You know, they're all battling away for the cause, but as I say, when the ball's not running for you, it doesn't run.
Oh, that happens, you know. You've only looked at the Burgess Hill game last week, and you know what? We could have had 4 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game. Keeper's pulled off an absolute amazing save. 3 deflections all gone wide, 1 off the line. When it's not going for you, it's not going for you. But we had chances last week. Today we created very little. That's the worrying thing. We have stopped them a little bit, but have we created anything going forward? No. And that probably at times is that little bit of lack of quality that we haven't got that these teams have, and we're far behind with that. And that's up to us to try and do our best. You know, it's a difficult time. There's no point in bleating about it. It is what it is. But the season on goes. It doesn't stop. So, you know what? We need to, as I say, we need to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves down and go again.
And a couple of half chances at the end. You know, Frankie coming on. You know, he's been under the weather, not been, you know, too good since the Lancing game. But, you know, just, again, small margins. We've mentioned it. This really should be the subtitle of our season so far, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. But, you know what? I'm adamant you make your own luck. And... you know what, to start the game as well as we did, I was really pleased. I thought the boys come out the blocks and started it really well, and I thought, yeah, you know what, we're in this game. And I just said to them, don't concede early. And we've just committed the cardinal sin on both goals. And then all of a sudden, you know what, you're against a good side. They're not going to concede many goals. You know what, so you've got to work harder to try and get back in it. And I thought second half we came out, a more even game, right? Yes, they've got better quality than us, but as I say, the worrying thing for me is, did we create anything? And second half, not a lot. And that's the bit, because if you go and get a goal back at 2-1, you'd like to think then you've got your towels up, you'd have a go, but that didn't look like happening. So you just got to say credit to them. They're a much better side than us on the day, and we've got what we deserve, nothing.
And on to East Grinstead now on Wednesday night.
Absolutely, because there's another game and they come thick and fast in this league, you know. So we've got to turn up on Wednesday and we've got to try and have a go. And if we come out and we start like we did today and we continue that for a longer period and don't make a mistake, then we stay in the game longer, and then it's up to us then to be able to create something. But what people don't realise is that, you know what, when you go on a bad run in football and you don't win many games and you keep losing, the confidence goes. So then players that are on the ball that have got the quality to actually do something are then not got the confidence to do it. So then they do the wrong thing, and it's just a knock-on effect. And that's what, you know what, you look at the Phoenix game and we go back to that, and it was a 3-0 comfortable win on the night. And then since then we've just not been at the races, and a few things have not gone our way, but that's football. You know, at the end of the day, we need to dig deep as a club and as a unit and get behind each other and turn up Wednesday and put in a performance.
Micky, thanks so much.